And we recite together. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. And we bow 3 times. For the Buddha, for the Dhamma, and for all the monastic order. Monks and nuns, thank you very much for everything. Homage to the Blessed, Noble, and Perfectly Enlightened One. And since we are here, let's continue. And as we normally do in the retreat and here in BGF, no, I always get mixed. So we go together. Yoso Bhagava Arahang Sama Sambuddho Swakhato Yena Bhagavata Dhammo Supatipanno Yassa Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Dhammayang Bhagavantang Sadhammang Sasanghang Ime hi sakkare hi yatharahang aropite hi abhipujayama sadhu no bhante bhagava suchira parini bhutopi pachima janata nukampamanasa ime sakkare dhugata pannakara bhute patigahantu amhakang dikharatang hitaya sukhaya. To the victorious, the fully enlightened and sublime one, Arahang Samma Sambuddho. I pay homage to the Buddha, to the Blessed One. Buddhang Bhagavantang Abhivademi. To his teaching, completely explained by him, Swakhato Bhagavata Dhammo. I prostrate myself to the Dhamma. Dhammang Namasami. To the monastic order, the disciples of the Blessed One who have practiced and practice well, Supatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho. I prostrate myself to the Sangha. Sanghang Namami. And now we will take refuge in the Buddha, the Dhamma, his teaching, all this wisdom and tools that can help us even now in our modern days. Still, if we have a human mind, it is very useful for our well-being, peace, and comfort of our family, and good harmony between us in all our activities in life. We take refuge in him, in his teaching, and in the teachers who continue taking care of that teaching. Together we go. Buddhang saranang gacchami, Dhammang saranang gacchami, Sanghang saranang gacchami. For the second time, Dutiyampi Buddhang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi Dhammang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi Sanghang saranang gacchami. For the third time, Tatiyampi Buddhang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi Dhammang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi Sanghang saranang gacchami. Tisarana gamanang sampunang Amma Bhante. The 3 refuges are complete. Yes. So ready. Very good. Welcome, welcome. Yeah. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Let me bring all the bells because today we're going to have an adventure. So, 1 second. We will need all of them. If somebody in the back would like to come here front, don't be shy. Monks don't bite. So come. Let's fill up the front spaces. So in case people comes late, they don't interrupt coming into the front. They can go to the back. So please, let's fill them up. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sukihotu, Dukkhamuchantu, freedom from suffering. Nibbana Sapachiyohotu. May this love we have for the Sangha be the condition, this respect we have for the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha be the condition for our final liberation. Thank you. Welcome. Very happy. Wow, full house. Yes. Yes. We will need more chairs or more cushions. So there are more places here. Please, if you can sit on the floor, please let's fill them up. So when somebody comes, can go back there. So, is everybody ready? Are you ready?
Yes.
No, what kind of readiness is that? Are you ready? Yes. No, what kind of readiness is that? Are you ready? Yes. Yes, very good. Okay, so let's have a journey. As you know, I like to take journeys all the time while cultivating our innermost beautiful qualities. It is possible to enjoy, isn't it? Anyway, we need to do the work. We better do it gladly. Enjoy it and have fun with it, which is possible. To be joyous is not disrespectful. As you see, the respect is very deep and we are very serious, but we can enjoy the journey. So, as you know me, for some of you already took a retreat, and we know for many years already there. Since 2019, I came, I think, for the first time. So, I'm really an advocate for that. Just as a reminder, my dear family, we are floating in space. Konghe. We are actually astronauts, really, literally. All of us are astronauts. We are floating in space in a very special spaceship, mothership. It's a big ball of rock filled with water and mountains. And we have built all these buildings and they are cars. And that's what we call home. And we go to work every day and we wake up. But just to come back, I come to this every day. Actually, I didn't brought it, but I have a photo later I show you of this same. I have it printed and I carry it with me and I put it in front. Remember, we born floating. Everything that has ever happened in your life happened while floating, and that's the way we are going to die. No problem, floating. Feel it? We take life to be very solid, but it is not. It is a river. We take life to be so serious and so important, and yes, it is. But it is also floating. Our size in relation to the planet, I have done this many times with you, but it's always good to remember. We are very small in comparison to the planet, in comparison to the solar system, in comparison to the galaxy. Now, can you please tell me, what is the size of your worries? So, don't worry. This is very good to do every day, to bring perspective. What is the size of your problems? Not really, ne? So we move forward. Again, we stop, the world is out, we are here. This is a spaceship, but we are going to take a journey now. The back, feel your chest, and we breathe deeply. Inhale and exhale. And when you exhale, we do like satisfaction, like, okay? Inhale. And exhale. Howling, very nice sound. One more time, inhale and exhale. Lungs, heart, abdomen, intestines, stomach, kidneys, liver, bladder, the hips, arms and hands, legs and feet. Now we are more fully here. Feel your whole body. The mind is here. Please feel the joy of presence. How does it feel to be with you? Very nice. Very nice. I am with me right now. I can feel the body and I know the mind. How does it feel? Pleasurable, no? Peaceful. My dear family, it is always available. Remember. That's the essence of the teaching, part of the practice. Just come back and stay back. And we will make the first determination of the morning. The next time I find myself suffering, agitated, worried, angry, or obsessed, I will just come back, just as we did. Head, chest, abdomen, and extremities. That's it. Just come back. And we will stay. For the second time, the next time that I find myself worried, afraid, anxious, or suffering, I will come back. That's it. I will be with myself. I will not abandon myself. And for the third time, when I am suffering, I will hold myself from within, like this. You can give yourself a little hug. Touch yourself. In the morning, sometimes I wake up and I'm there and I give myself a hug. I confess, ne? I give myself, sí, qué bonito, pilito, no sea cochito, tilito. Hey, so give it, bring it up, stand up and go. We cannot abandon ourselves. If we abandon ourselves, we are really lost. The world will change, things will change, but we are with us. So, ready? Safety belts, now it's time. You know, it's time for putting your safety belts. So, safety belts, because we are going to start with one story. So, when I was 21 years old, I came to my parents and I say, Mama, Papa, I am moving out of the home. So my mother, it was a Saturday, and they were shocked because I already have all the things packed. So I already have the clothing and say, Mama, I found a house in the countryside, a cabin in the house, a cabin in the forest where the monastery is now, and I will move to that place. So my mother and my father saw me so determined that they didn't stop me, and they just kind of say, are you sure? And then I say, yes, I am sure. And then they, okay, go. At that time I had bought a very, very cranky car, on the car, so I put all the things on the car, and then I left. And I remember, wow, I remember them, seeing them going out, and they were like a little bit shocked. And then I went, eventually they came, and etc. So I moved to the cabin, and I was living there, up there. So I brought the piano, and I was composing there. And then now I needed to cook for myself. I didn't know how to administer. I was working already for the university. They invited me to make music for movies, for animations. So I was already getting some money. That's why I could pay the rent, etc., etc. I got the little car, then I went off. So, but now I needed to take care of everything. But one day, when I arrived to the cabin, you know, we live in the forest. There are many animals there, wild animals. So I was in the forest, and one time when I arrived, I started like, what's that smell? Started to smell bad, man. I say, okay, no problem. And then in the evening, again like, what is this smell? Start smelling really bad, ne? Like a dead something. But then the smell started to grow, and I cannot find it. I went down and I took a look, etc. And I cannot find the bad smell. But suddenly the smell became so bad that I couldn't really go to bed. So I say, well, next morning I need to do something. So I started searching. I go to the kitchen, and when I open one of the cupboards, I look down, and it's very dark. So I come like this, very smelly, like I could see there, but I couldn't see what it is. And suddenly I see something moving like this, and it sounded like moving like this. And I say, what is moving? And when I turn the light and see, yee! There was a rat that was already old, man, and the maggots already open. So you can imagine, I'm sorry. I told you to put the safety belts, man. I told you to put the safety belts. You remember the topic of today's talk is how to make a challenges our allies. That's where we're going. Don't worry. Yes, it was very disgusting. Eee! So I see the thing, and what was my first reaction? 21-year-old, I don't know what to do. Mama, mama, papa, where is my mama? Where is my papa? I go out of the cabin to come down, and I sit down. I'm walking up, back and forth, and I sit on a rock, and I am there, and the rat is on the home, and suddenly I don't know what to do, like how to clean. Mama, where are you? Papa, where are you? But I'm by myself, and that time we have no mobile phone, no WhatsApp, no phone, so I cannot call nobody. So who is going to clean that thing? So I am sitting there in the rock, and suddenly the sun is hitting. It was evening time still. The sun is hitting, and then I said, what a funny situation. The rat is enjoying the house, and I am here sitting outside. I need to do something. So I started thinking. I went off and make a hole, getting ready for that. I went up, took a t-shirt, put it around, and I needed to do it. So I come, and then I put the thing, put it inside, and as I coming down, I needed to see it, and then put it down, put some earth. That time I was not Buddhist, so in the name of the Father, and the Holy Spirit, finish, I go. I was not Buddhist back then. So I pray for it, and then I come, and then I needed to clean the thing. So I learned something very important that day, that was, when we have a difficulty, running away will not fix it. So that was a life lesson. The difficulty can get so powerful that it can overtake our home. It can overtake our mind. It can overtake our dignity. So yes, difficulty, sometimes life throws to us something smelly, something very unpleasant, but if we continue running away, the thing will not go away. So entertainment, I learned that time that entertainment, for example, when we are with the phone, we have a problem. Later, let me see some TikTok. I need to see this one, and the problem is there. It would not help us. So what I learned that day was, yes, there is no one else who is going to fix the problems we have. So we need to go directly, even if it is difficult, learn from the experience and do something by ourselves. So that time for me was a game changer. But then there are these dead rats. Later I came to realize that there are not only smelly things outside. My dear family, bad news. We also have dead rats in the head. Anybody who, some of you are already saying yes. Do we have some smelly things within? Yes, I do have many smelly things. So the same thing that I learned from outside, now as a Buddhist monk, I'm really serious about it. They are smelly. It is easy to take care of the smelly things outside. You just put a bandana and then clear it out, bury it, and then clean it up and scrub, and it's empty. It's clean already. But for the inner smelly things, what kind of inner smelly things, what kind of dead rats? I would just speak about myself. I carry mainly 3 dead rats still. I'm very sad to report. And the first dead rat that, if I don't take care of it, no one will. The first dead rat that I carry is called desire and attachment. Anybody here who has some desire or attachment? Anyone? All of us, ne? The next one, as you could see there, is anger. Does anger is smelly? Even other people, when we're angry, even other people, it gets a taste of our bad smell, our bad mental smell. And the last one, which is the most difficult to overcome, is ignorance, because ignorance is invisible. How can I know what I don't know? How can I know what I don't know? It's a ghost. And together, these are the rats, my dear family, that they are, I'm very bad news, I told you, bad news, but later on come good news. These rats are still in, and if we continue distracting ourselves, going away of ourselves with entertainment, food, vacation, it's okay to do it. But if we are trying to heal these dead rats with that, actually, In many cases, desire will grow more. And if we don't get what we want, anger will grow more and ignorance will be untouched. Anyway, the bottom line is if I don't take care of the smelly things that I carry within, all the impatience, the fears we carry, the anxiety, it's already there. But we need to go in and start doing something about it. And I have one more bad news. I'm sorry. There is a boss of this tree. And you know, that guy or that girl, whichever you wish, being the boss is very tricky because it hides itself under the faces of this tree in front. And you know why it's a very difficult enemy? Because even though it is very bad, we love it. So imagine we have an enemy that harms us, but we love him. Isn't it that dangerous? Who can that enemy be? Who can that? My dear family, we got it already. The boss of the rats. The rat boss. Who desires? I. Who gets angry? I. Why? Because you told me, don't talk to me like, are you talking to that like to me? To me? Who is the boss? This is the real rat that is behind moving the thing. And my dear family, why I say it's dangerous? Because I think we can agree, we love it, isn't it? We work for our egos. We want to promote. What do you think Facebook was invented for? Facebook is invented to show when we go to vacation, when we go to this, oh, I'm taking this nice breakfast, and we only put good things. I mentioned in the retreat, anybody here has put an ugly photo of you in Facebook? Oh, this photo is, I look very ugly. Let me put it on Facebook. Anybody? Anybody? No. You wake up like this with the hair like this, not in the morning. I don't. I save from that. I am safe already from that. I never wake up with the hair like that. But you wake up with the hair like this. And then, okay, let me take a photo, Facebook, post it. Anybody post it? Or when you are very angry, okay, very angry, let me take a photo, selfie, put it on. Never. So we are putting and building ourselves. And my dear family, this is the boss of the rats. And we love it. What are we going to do? We pause for a little while. Do you love your ego? I bet. Do you love your image? I bet. Does it make trouble? I bet. What are you going to do? The boss of the rats, the smelliest, and we love it. We pause for a little while. When is ego controlling me? Let's ask. When is ego talking? Is my ego or the ego of the people I know, is it kind? No way. It's cunning, not kind. It wants to get something all the time. It wants to get position. And because of ego, there are quarrels. Don't talk like that to me. Even wars, even killing. I am of this religion. You are different than me. You have no right to be here. Fighting and killing. My dear family, this enemy, beyond joke, it's very dangerous, and we already have it inside the house. It's smelly, and someone needs to open the cardboard, take it out systematically, and bury it. How are we going to do so? There are 3 instructions that I have heard from the teachers on how to deal with this ego we have. The first one is ego loves to self-promote. So the next time we want to self-promote, we will try our best and abstain. Second time, the ego likes to talk a lot and listen little, isn't it? So one thing we can do is try consciously to listen more and listen more. Listen to other person, not to listen in order to reply. I'm listening to understand you, not to reply you. I listen, and I'm sure we have heard that one. That's why nature gave us only 1 mouth and 2 ears. 2 ears, 1 mouth only. So we try our best. Silence and non-self-promoting. And the last one, which I think is one of the most important, our egos do not like to accept when we make a mistake. It is very hard for the ego to accept, oh, I made a mistake. It's very hard for our egos to accept. So the easiest way will be, you don't like to do that? I will come and raise the hand. I'm sorry. I made a mistake. And that honesty is already gaining much more. I'm sorry, I made a mistake. Here are some ways that I think we can fix this thing. So whenever we have the opportunity to promote ourselves, we try and abstain. We listen more and we accept our mistakes. No problem, we all make them, we are human, very responsibly, and the confidence actually in the other people grows much more. Who would you trust? Somebody who hides their mistakes or somebody who openly and honestly express them? Who you trust more? The one that opens, no? So, that's why we monks, whenever we in the rules we break, we have every 2 weeks, no? Full moon and new moon, we recite the rules and confess. Anyway, everybody okay so far? Is it okay? Continue a little bit. We'll have more stories there. So, taking a look, my dear family, on how to make our challenges our allies. Yes, what I just described is a little bit difficult. Yes, it is difficult. But in order to get good for anything, if we wish to become an athlete or a very skillful artist or whatever you do, engineer, architect, I could have put thousands of photos there. But the point is made. For whichever thing that we want to get good at, we need to overcome difficulties. If the athlete was training and felt some pain the next morning and he stopped going, oh no, I will not go anymore, finish. He doesn't become an athlete. If the sculptor get cut and stop because of that, he never make a sculpture. The same for a monk or an engineer, doctor, architect, whatever. We need to have a good relation with challenges. And actually, being skillful on attending challenges and overcome them, that's the very thing that makes us good at something. So, the first thing we will start doing, the next determination we will take, challenges are good. Challenges are good. If we are not challenged, we don't grow. And I will show you one example right now. For example, with children, who is mama, papa? Raise your hand. Mama, papas, mamas, papas. A few here. But we all have deal with children and we have many nephews and nieces. So with children happens something very, very interesting. I was teaching children when I was a lay person. That was part of my job, teaching children music, no? So I find out that if I bring a piece that was too difficult, what happened to the child? He gives up. Oh, no, this piece is too difficult. If the piece was too easy, he or she already can play it, what happened to the child? Boring, okay, I can play it already. So the skill, my dear family, for all of us, if you teach, who is teacher here? Who teaches from time to time? No need to be teacher. Who teaches? Many of us not have the opportunity. The skill of a teacher, I think the key for a good teacher is to contemplate on the student. What does this person needs? Where is he or she? Or a group, where is the people? And try to find the challenge, one task that is not too easy, so they don't get bored, and not too difficult, so they don't get this, how we say? give up or also bored, like cannot do. So we must find in the challenge, we must make the right amount, the right tension, so there is movement forward. So very skillfully, my dear family, the challenges that you have in your life, we can, like, hopefully, sometimes we can, sometimes we cannot, we can tune them to make the right amount, not too easy, not too difficult, so that will keep us moving, making the muscles stronger. Like when we go to the gym, if we carry the 1 kilo, at the beginning it may be difficult, but after 2 weeks, the 1 kilo is not enough, so you make 2 kilos, and then 3 kilos, and eventually the muscle will grow. In the same way will happen for our minds. So, what challenges are you facing? Let's just pause a little bit, everybody, just to contemplate. How could I adjust the challenges that I have in order to move forward, not to freeze? In our work, in your family relations, that's also a project. We need to keep a relation with a friend or with your husband or with your wife or with your children. That's like a project. How could we manage to grow together? Not just in the world, but spiritually. Oh, now the good one. How can I grow spiritually? Am I practicing too tight? I will get discouraged. Am I practicing too little? I will release. What is the right tension in the middle with a little bit of a push? Think about it now for your spiritual development, with your meditation, with sila or morality, and the cultivation of wisdom. Where are we? May we all be skillful in inspiring our children to be interested, challenged, but feeling successful. One thing that I would recommend is before you go to bed, tonight you can do it, recall the successes, even very small. I woke up from the bed. Yes! We came for a Dhamma talk. Yes! I did something at home. Yes! And this sense of achievement, even from very small things, develops beautiful mental states and even chemistry, dopamine, and that feels a sense of hope. This is very important. When a person loses hope, it is dangerous. We must see our successes. My dear family, we need to trust in ourselves. We cannot abandon ourselves. I know many of you, and I'm very glad to be your friend. I know all of us don't kill, all of us don't steal or cheat. So, up. It is our morality. Up. Why not to trust in myself? And even if we make a mistake, yes, I saw it, and I will avoid it. Ha! Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Oof, oof, oof. Have you heard that meditation instruction? It's called the oof. What did you learn today? Oh, I learned how to do the oof. Do you want to try it? Oof. Try it, try it, try it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oof. Oh, how does it feel? Think of your morality. Yes, I don't kill. No. I don't steal. No. I don't cheat. No. I don't lie. No. And in case it happens, I know where's the leak. I don't insult. No. And in case it happens, I know where's the leak. I don't intoxicate this body or mind with alcohol, drugs, or excessive entertainment. And in case it happens, now we know where's the leak. So, yes, but in general, we're decent human beings. 1, 2, 3. How does it feel? 1, 2, 3. Remember your morality? Morality, yes, I'm a good person. I'm a good person. And I will, oof. I'm a good person and I will, oof, forward. And then we come back to the center. And then kindness. Get both of them. Dignity, strength, and trust in myself. Why not? I am a decent human being. I owe nothing to nobody. And then, gentle. I am ready to help. Nice to see you. Nice to meet you. How can I help? Or put them together. Feel it? Dignity, confidence, strength. I'm not afraid of challenges. Let them come, like Bruce Lee. He does not like this. Let them come. Everybody ready? Shall we move? Kap hei, fu hei. One more time. Kap hei, fu hei. Good one. Let's continue a little bit with the material. So, my dear family, I have very good news. You are stronger than you think. So even if the challenge is big, how many challenges have we gone through? How many challenges have you overcome? A lot. Not just you as an individual, as a humanity. How many challenges have we overcome? Even the glacier age, even the glass age. I know you say ice age, not the glass age. The ice age, we passed it through. We have had famine, trouble, social, and we have continued to move forward. My dear family, we remember, and let's celebrate that. So our challenges become, then will become the weight. We go to the gym to challenge ourselves. That's why we come strong. We saw the artist, we saw the athlete, and the monk or nun. So how to do that? Let's start going. I already mentioned our sila, our dignity, be it monastic or be it lay, it doesn't matter. My dear family, this is very important. Taking care that we don't harm anybody is a big source of self-confidence. I harm nobody. Why should I be afraid? Tell me, afraid of what? And if we are afraid, being a decent human being, we need to fix something. We have wrong idea about ourselves, isn't it? I don't kill, I don't steal. Why should I be afraid? Only the person, the murderer or the thief, let them be afraid. Because they know what they did, they are afraid to be caught, and karma will catch up with them. If they were Buddhist, they will know. So let them be afraid. Now, if we made mistakes in the past, don't worry. We take the learning, and now we take the determination. Now I am conscious, and I will not do it anymore. I already saw the price, isn't it? I have done things in the past, so no problem. Engaño, we go together. So, here comes the story. Everybody okay? Kap hei, fu hei. Do you remember who came to the retreat when we were here? Raise your hand who came to the retreat. Wow, very nice to see again. You remember we had a special breathing there back then? You remember the warrior breathing? Anybody who doesn't know it, would you like to learn it? Would you like? Okay, the warrior breathing is also very empowering. So we just breathe in, and when we breathe out, instead of just satisfaction, it will be power. So we'll do, okay? So we breathe in. Stronger. Breathe in. Yes. One more time. Sometimes I do this one. When you feel tension, feel your body, how it feels. Feel your mind. A little bit like, relief, isn't it? We can do this one. It also helps. So, we continue. Do you see these Indians here? Well, these are my ancestors. These, I have that blood. You can see red Indian, a little bit reddish in it. I am the red Indian, a little bit. Got mixed with Spanish later on, but yes, I have blood, and I will show you some pictures. So I was practicing, you may know, I was practicing for 8 years the spiritual way of the Native American people. So the way for them to practice spirituality is through dancing. And they do the sweat lodge, which is like a sauna, like a vapor chamber. They put the rocks inside, they put the rocks into the fire until they get red hot. They bring them in an igloo, and they put water near the monastery, in front of the monastery in Mexico. When you come to the monastery, you can try if you wish. Just in front, every full moon they do that. The Indians, really, in the same community beside the monastery, they still do. So they do the dance, and they have a sun dance, which is once a year, and they dance to the sun for 4 days without food and without water. 4 days fasting, food and water, dancing to the sun. Since the moment the sun comes up until it goes down, they dance and dance and dance. The people get into a trance. I was there 2 times. So when they are there, sorry, I cannot make music, but just to show you, they do the drum, tum 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 tum, and it starts, and they dance like this. So you can see what is happening over there, tum 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 tum. By the 3rd day, your mind gets into a trance, and then many things start happening in the mind, and it is very intense. You fasting. So the first time I went to the ceremony, I went. Hundreds of people, the circle is very big like this. In the center there is a tree, and brace yourself. The Indians, they also do a offering. But they say that, for example, if I have this thing, if this thing is mine, if this were to be mine, I can give it away. But giving it away, anyway, it was outside. So the Indians, they say that in order to give something really that belongs to you, they take a piece of their flesh and they offer it to the tree. So by the end of the ceremony, I was going to say monks and nuns, no, but they're not monks and the dancers, female and male dancers, they get a little piece of their skin and they offer it to the tree. Because then they say, that's their belief, I was there. So they say that they're really giving something from them. So you can imagine the intensity of the ceremony. They are not eating for 4 days and don't drinking. But there was, the first time I went, there was one guy, one of those with the feathers and everything, but he was dancing backwards. Everybody was going forward like this in a circle, tum, 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 for hours. And that guy was going backwards. And I saw that guy, I said, my teacher, the chief, was there. I said, what is this guy doing? And he was going. And then by the 2nd day, he took a big bottle of water, sweating of cold. And then he started in front of the dancers. The ones that look more weak, he started drinking water in front of them like this. And then he was throwing it into the floor in front of their face. And I really got angry. What is this guy doing? I was really developing a lot of dosa towards that guy. Like, why is he doing that? Anyway, when the ceremony finished, I will not make the story long. When the chief was there, that guy was standing beside the chief. And then I talked to the medicine man that I went for, Uncle Luciano. I say, Uncle, this guy, he was making the life difficult to everybody in the ceremony, drinking water in front of them, dancing backwards. Why is he beside the chief? And then he turned to me and he said, he is not a simple guy. He is a heyoka. And then I said, what heyoka means? Heyoka means the sacred clown. I say, what? The sacred clown. And why was he doing? He said, the sacred clown is that person that has the ability to show you where you are weak. That is why it's sacred. It's our teacher. Wow. Now I ask you, do you happen to have any heyoka in your life? Anybody? Anybody? Is there a person in your life that has the ability to touch your buttons and show you where you are weak? If you laugh, maybe. So, my dear family, what did I learn on that? And why am I bringing this story now? If our enemies, they continue to be our enemies, we will never grow. But just by changing the attitude, I see my enemy, and instead of saying, here comes the... Don't talk to him, he's like very nice. No. Instead of putting him out, now our attitude will be Shifu. Welcome, Master. That person, bring that person with whom you have had difficulties in the past or with whom you are having difficulties now. My dear family, I am serious. If you change the view you have towards that person is a treasure because that person is telling you, my dear, here is where you break. And I will show it to you now. With a word, sometimes even with a face. Just one face already broke us. My dear family, why do I bring this story? Because the Buddha also said the same. In one of the famous verses of the Buddha, he said, having a person, a skillful person, and compassionate person beside you who can show you your mistakes, that is a treasure indeed. The Buddha said so. So whenever I read that phrase from the Buddha, I think of Heyoka. Yes. Now, not my enemy, sacred clown, my sacred trickster, my sacred teacher. So from now on, as I said, instead of here comes the naughty one, Shifu. We need to have the gong, you know? When I do like this, you know the gong. You know? Can you help me to make the sound effect? Okay, try 1, 2, 3. Okay, so here comes my enemy, and then I come. When I do like this, you do the sound effect. Ne? My enemy coming, and then I escape. Shifu. Very good. One more time. So here comes my enemy. Okay. I come back self. Shifu. Oh, very good. Oh yeah. Very good. So, my dear family, this is very important. How to make our challenges. Now is a person. How to make that difficult person my ally. Teacher, come, show me my weaknesses. Wouldn't that be a precious thing to have? Anyway, gong hei. We all have many heyokas. May everything go well. So that is the attitude we will have towards our enemies. So let's take a moment. Now is for real. Yes. Bring the difficult people in your life now to this room. Remember them as your teachers. With this attitude, as you see here, Shifu Sensei, thank you very much for what I have learned from you. I am responsible for my part. You are responsible for yours. May you and your family be well. Here there is no malice. Thank you very much for the learning. I don't wish you bad in any way. We didn't agree in some things, and now it's time to let go. Thank you for the lesson. May you and your family be well. If I have wronged you, just with my attitudes or thoughts, I offer an apology. You are free, and I am also free. Thank you. Wow, feels very good in this room now. Something nice just happened. Feel it. I can see all of your faces, and I'm very glad you have this expression. Thank you. And sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Well done. So, from there we have changed our attitude. This is how we are going to see our enemies now. respectfully, even if we don't agree. And at the same time, if we need to set up limits, set them up, no problem. If you need space, keep it. You are in your right. Let them know that certain behavior is not allowed. Not the person, but the behavior. People is not bad. The behaviors they choose are bad. But people is not bad. No one is totally bad, no one is totally good. The behaviors. So we can set up limits, not to the person, not to reject the person, but the behavior. This lying, this insulting will not be tolerated because I will not do it. And I search the same respect. Firmly, kindly, and wisely. So, in order to show you, I said I come from that culture, no? I said I born there. I want to show you one image. It's very dear to my heart. And here comes an image. My mother. That's my mom. She is a dancer. She really dances. So sometimes when I say this story, people think that it's very far. Well, that's my mom. Her name is Marta. And that day she was doing the dance, as I say, not in the Sundance, but in Mexico. We were in Mexico. She was dancing in the street. They danced for a few kilometers, dancing with the drums. Like yesterday, they were having the lion dance here. So I was remembering my hometown. Dun, 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 dun. I said, oh, like just back home with the drum. Dun, 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 dun. So she didn't know that we came to see her. Unfortunately, another friend took that photo, and it's one of the most cherished photos in my life. She didn't know we were coming, and that's the moment when we saw. She saw it in the street, and look at that. Our eyes is, for me, this photo is very, very dear. She was so happy because she thought we were not coming. And then when we are in the side, you see the other dancers in front, and then we saw Mama, and she was so happy. She has it printed in her room. So every time I come, wow, this photo for me is very, very cherished. My mom. So it is going on. May she be well. May our mother and father, wherever they may be, may they be healthy and strong. When you come to Mexico, you will meet her. And maybe one day she comes, I don't know. Okay, so to start wrapping up, as you know, my dear family, talking about the subject of making our challenges our allies, many plants are poisonous. But if used in the right proportion at the right time, what used to be poison is medicine, isn't it? Even arsenium, they use arsenium in some of the medicines. Arsenium is killing. But if you use in the arsenium, it's a thing that you drink, you gone in nothing. It's a poison, very heavy poison. Even homeopathy also uses some of the poisons to heal. So actually, we know it, the poison. So the last thing that I want to mention is making mistakes. I think in the same way that we don't like our enemies, we have a very bad relation with making mistakes or errors. We don't want to make them, but my dear family, that is the way we learn. If we don't make mistakes, how do we learn? Remember, whatever we learned when we went to school, because we make a mistake and our teacher was there to show us the mistake, we learn it and overcome it. So from now on, in the same way, I'm not afraid of making mistakes. I will try my best, but I'm not afraid of them, and I will improve the relation we have towards them. Otherwise, we don't want to make mistakes, and many people get frozen because of not making mistakes. You never do nothing. We need bravery. We need to move forward. And as it is said, this was said to me in SBS. I was having a very hard time in SBS one time because something personal happened, and I was really suffering. I went to the cave in SBS, and this monk from Sri Lanka, Bhante, some of you know him, Bhante, he was searching for me, and he thought I was on the river. So you know SBS, ne? He went down to the river. He thought I was on the river. He went, and he didn't find me. And then he said, well, he's on the cave. You know how far is the cave, ne? From the river? You need to go. He went after lunch. I remember he very kind brought me a juice. He brought the juice, sit down, and this is the thing that he said. Wow. I hope I not cry. Seeing my mother now this. he just stayed there, brought me the juice. He didn't say nothing, just sit beside, waited. We are in the cave. The monkeys. You know, we are there, just, and the crickets and everything. And then at some point, he just turned beside me, and then he said, smooth seas don't produce skillful sailors. He only said that, and he came back to silence. And for me, he just said that smooth seas don't produce skillful sailors. If everything, we all wish that everything goes smooth and perfect in our life. But if it is going that way, I'm sorry to say, we are not growing. So you see, now making mistakes and our challenges, now they are our allies. They are our strength, our food. We need to improve the relation we have towards them. And as I mentioned at the beginning, we need to choose them wisely. Don't get a challenge that is too big. Don't get a challenge that is too simple. Smooth seas don't produce skillful sailors. Isn't it beautiful? He came back, we came back to silence, looking at the cave and the outside cave, listening to the... It was one of the most precious gifts I have ever received. And my dear family, life is a sea. And the waves will not stop. So we need to mature. We need to grow. If we complain because the waves of life are coming, I'm sorry to say, and you include me first on the front of the line, that is very childish and immature. No one can stop the sea. No one can stop life. We are getting old. Our grandparents have gone already or are going. Our parents are already getting sick, and that's nature, no problem. It's just another wave, and then it comes us. The next wave is us. The question is, are we ready? We need to improve the relation we have towards challenges and towards nature itself. The sea of life will never stop. We have two options. We will choose. You please tell me which one you prefer. First option to deal with the sea is this one. Ding! Does it sound tasty? Anybody? We have been many times there with the sand in the teeth. Have you felt it? Teeth in the and one time when the wave took me and went down, and I say, "Why I need to go out?" Because it was very strong, and I'm swimming. According to my idea, I'm swimming, and I touched the floor. I was swimming down. So ignorance will not help. Ignorance will not help. So this is the first option. Please choose, or I show you the next option. With the same wave. The same wave. Either it breaks us and it makes us suffer and we complain about the sea and cry and fall, or we take the same wave and have fun with it. Look at that guy. Is it look? I mean, you cannot see, the face is like he's really the same wave. Yes, we need to be more skillful, but skillful is acquirable. It is possible to become skillful. That is why the Buddha's teaching is for, to become inwardly skillful. Two options. Which one do you choose? I mean, it's obvious. Now we choose this one. So my dear family, life will not stop, the ways will continue to pop up. I really wish that we all choose wisely. Enjoy the wave, no problem, la. Old age is natural, no problem, la. Sickness is natural, no problem, la. I will stay strong. I know my dignity. I know that it is my teacher. I will try my best. I will keep my morality, mental stability, development, and wisdom. May we all choose wisely. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. May our father and our mother and all our relatives, friends, and all of us in our community, it's a pleasure, it's a privilege to have people, like-minded people who joins together to cultivate. I'm very happy for us to come together, to be part of the family. May all beings be well. May we all choose wisely and improve our relation to life, our relation to suffering. Suffering is not an enemy anymore. Suffering is our teacher. What do I need to learn? Where am I breaking? May all of us be well. May all of us be stable and happy. Bhavatu sabha mangalang rakantu sabha devata sabha buddhanu bhavena sadasoti bhavantu te. If you know it, we can chant it. Bhavatu sabha mangalang rakantu sabha devata Buddha sabha buddhanu bhavena sadasoti bhavantu te. Bhavatu sabha mangalang rakantu sabha devata sabha dhamanu bhavena sadasoti bhavantu te. Bhavatu sabha mangalang rakantu sabha devata sabha sanghanu bhavena sadasoti bhavantu te. Together, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. May all the blessings come to be and the devas or noble beings protect us. By the power of all the Buddhas, the Dhamma and the Sangha, may we all and our families be well physically, be at ease mentally, maturely and strong, and be eventually totally free. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Yes, my dear family. Good? Everybody okay? Can we breathe one more time? And satisfaction? Wow, that was good. Satisfaction. One more time. Kaphei, fuhei. No problem. Ji. How you say ji? Only nature, no? Ji. How you say? You told me yesterday. Ho? Ji. Ji. So just nature. Just nature. We breathe in. There is no bad intention in the universe. Only nature. We breathe in. Ji, ji, just nature, just nature. So, my dear family, to finish, from my side, that's it. No way that we go back to this. No way, no way, and no way. No way, because we have everything inside. We are blessed so many ways. Home, family, friends, spiritual friends, teachers, the Sangha, the Buddha, the Dhamma, so much. We have more than enough. Maybe that's our problem. Maybe that's our very problem. And I want to share you the last thing. No way we go there. Enjoy. Let's be courageous and move forward. We can enjoy the challenges. Do you think they are risking? These kids are risking a lot, man. But look how much fun they're having. So let's do the same. Yes, it's risky. So what? That's why it's funny. So forward, courage, and we are together from all our courses of life, whichever conditions we have, race, gender, whatever, it doesn't matter. We are floating in space and we are together. And to fall into depression or to go down having all this, no possible, no way. No way up. We are together. Victory in whichever way, worldly victory. And I really wish for all of us, especially not that you need to become a monk or a nun, but I chose this image because it reminds me something. Yes, may we gain the highest victory of all, the freedom from all suffering, the attainment of Nibbana, the purification of the mind. That's it. Not for monk, not for nun, not for lay person. For human being, purify our mind. May that's my sincere wish as a brother, as a monk. And to end up, I would like to, this is the last talk that I'm giving in this trip. So 3 months, I've been outside of Mexico. 6 countries already in these 3 months. It has been quite intense. And I prepared, would you like to see some pictures of the journey? So I will just share, because this is the last talk for this time, the last one. To be very honest, at some point I thought maybe I cannot manage, but somehow I'm still alive. So I prepared some images for the journey and something still to learn from the journey. Anyway, so I came 3 months ago, and the first thing I did was arrive to SBS. This is the river that I was talking about in SBS, where Bhante Sumana came to search for me. So I went to SBS. Why did I came? One of my main loves and wishes was to meet all my teachers. And my dear family, I was successful. I met all of my teachers in this journey, my main teachers. I mean, we have many, but my main teachers, the first one, of course, I met was Bhante, very dear to me. Monastic training, so many things I have learned from him. The behavior, the sewing of the robes, he taught me how to do it. Some of you also sew robes now. The monastic Vina rules and the sutta and the practice, so many things. I'm so happy to have come and touch base with him and to feel this connection as brothers, as my elder spiritual brother. So the respect, and I mean, the photos speak more than what I can say. The joy of being together again and the support we have, very gladly so. My respects and honor to him. Also here in KL, we had, this is the teenagers workshop where we work for phone addiction. You know, not just kids are addicted to phone. All of us are already way addicted to our phones, using them too much. So that was for the small ones, and it went very well. Finally, they warm up. It took a little while to warm up. And then the next day, some of you also came to the Metta retreat in Menaraken in the building. This was the retreat we have here. Howling. Yeah, very nice. Here you are, many of us here in the same spot. This was one of the longest retreats we had. How many days we were here? 7? 7 days, no? We did a 7 retreat, and I feel very satisfied for the results we got. The feedback that some of you all gave, most of you gave, wow, very beautiful, and this is in my heart. All the feedback was very positive, and there was a lot of growth. So I'm very happy. Thank you. After here, I went to the pilgrimage in India for 2 weeks. So we went to all the 4 sacred sites with Brother Enkyong that you can see here. And we have some friends from Mexico, Brazil, Singapore and Malaysia, and everything also went very well. It was like a retreat, so we were really practicing and taking the sites for contemplation. Then after the 2 weeks, went to Singapore, and this was the retreat over there. It was a shorter retreat because people were a bit busy, so it was a weekend retreat, but it also was satisfactory. Then after that, I went to Myanmar. Just where I went to Thailand and then Myanmar. So staying in Myanmar, the thing that just touched my heart, I'm very moved by it. I had the opportunity to see my other 3 teachers. Well, I took this photo. Look how beautiful in the street outside the monastery. Wow. They were just coming from collecting alms, and the 2 nuns, very young nuns. Wow, I just thought very beautiful. So I had the opportunity to meet with my scriptural teacher. He's the ones that were mentioned now in the bio. All of them are there. Bhante, Sayadaw Kamsachara. He's my Abhidhamma teacher and scriptural teacher. So he's maybe the teacher who has taught me the most in terms of quantity. I was learning with him in Macau together with my ex-wife. We learned Abhidhamma, and he has been very kind. And I went first to his monastery. Then later, some of you know this teacher, Sayadaw Tejaniya, very dear for many of us, and he is our meditation and practice teacher. So we stay with him. And another thing, good news, you remember I told you that I was going to meet a Spanish friend in Thailand. That's why I went to Thailand to meet with him, and he decided to ordain. So now he's still a monk there. So this is the moment when Sayadaw Tejaniya is giving him the precepts for Samanera. And then after taking the Samanera, the precepts, and then I was teaching him in Thailand how to wear the robes, and you hold it like this, because to wear the robes it's easier to have a t-shirt. I can assure you that wearing the robe. So I was showing him how to do. Thank you. I was showing, and then he finally, it was okay. Now he's still there, and he has no return date. He's open, so we will see how it develops. This was his ceremony. His upachaya, or his preceptor, Bhante Utejaniya, Sayadaw Utejaniya, was the one who made the chanting also, translate the chanting in English. And here are all the monks who participated. His preceptor, Sayadaw Tejaniya, and now his name, he used to be Victor, now he's Dhammasami. So he's happy, and I think he will be able to continue. Let's see how things unfold. So that was a joy. And lastly, I went to the university with my preceptor, with Sayadaw Nandamala Vivamsa. He is one of the most revered teachers alive in Myanmar. He's 86 years old, and by now he's just Paok Sayadawji, and him and Sita Gusyado are the top 3 teachers in Myanmar. But he's really appreciated and respected. This is the new university that he just founded, very beautiful campus. So I had the opportunity to stay with him for 5 days, and it was very nice. So he's here. This is an old photo, so you can see him a little bit closer. This was in one course that I took in the past. He's like my spiritual father, né? So he was the one who took me as a monk, and I am under his umbrella. So this time when I went, I have to say that he's very happy for what we have together done, because we have done it together in Panyabhumi, and for the work that has happened in South America. I show him the pictures of the monastery, how it has advanced, and I show them pictures of the activities or the retreat. He saw you in the photos. I say, oh, Malaysia, Singapore, and Colombia, etc. And he was very, very happy. So if you can recognize, I have changed color. In that moment, he decided to give me one of his robes. So this is the one that I'm wearing. That's the moment. Fortunately, somebody, and then later, he gave me this one day before, but later he gave me more to bring to Mexico, because he said in Mexico you will not find. So he was passing. That's the luggage that I have is filled there. So very kind. But something happened when Sayadaw gave me the robes. Somebody was taking a video, and they took the photos. Next day, when I go outside the monastery and when I went to the alms round, I start feeling that the people changed the attitude. So I was with the alms round, and people were looking like this, and some people said, Mexico. I said, yes, Mexico. And then really changed. Some person put on Facebook the thing, like, oh, the Mexican monk or of Sayadaw came and is doing something. Wow, my dear family. It moved in Myanmar. And when I went to the airport and when I was going to the street, something really changed because of the teacher, no? So I haven't digested, to be honest, what happened, but I just know that having this, also I'm carrying now this one. When I went with Sayadawji, I had the fortune because he's having a big pain on the leg. So at some time I offered Sayadawji if I could do some massage for him. So we had some opportunity to be, and while we were having the massage or something, he was also teaching. So some of the things I would like to share as family, it was very moving for me. The first time when we met, he turned to me, and because I became 10 years already this year, that's why for me it's a big celebration coming to see all the teachers. He told me, "Oh, you're a Thera now." And I said, "Yes, I know. I already became." So he was very happy. And then he told me something very beautiful. He said, "You see, in the world, there is a lot of suffering, and the Dhamma can be of great help." He turned then to me, looking straight into the eyes, and he said, "This is our work." You know, he's losing his voice. His voice is very small. You need to come very close to him because he has some problem in the neck, and his voice is fading. So for him to say that, he's having the pain, and then after that he said that, he stood up and go to give a Dhamma talk for 100 people that was waiting for him. Hundreds of people coming every day. When I saw him standing and going, he's 86, having the pain on the leg, cannot stay, losing the voice, and still continue. And he told me that, wow, my dear family, really a treasure. And to see his compassion, even at this age, continue to teach, I feel invigorated and willing to continue. And I think I just wanted to share this beauty with all of us because I think it's a treasure for all of us, for our inspiration, and continue moving forward independently of the conditions. Whatever comes up, we will continue. If the teachers continue to do so, we continue. And lastly, to finish this session and retreat and trip, the best wishes from my side, all the kindness, all the love, we continue. It's a pleasure. Thank you for everything. And together, let's recite one more time the Bhavatu Sava Mangalam with Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha together. And then we say a big sadhu, and then we go for the lunch. I think it's time, no? It's almost time. Yes. Is it time? What? Half hour? But is it okay? Okay. So we say the sadhu at the end.